All right. What's up, everyone? This is the pre-show. I'm just getting my shit together, so give me 1 second, and we will go ahead and start um, in a few seconds. Let me just get my shit together. Hopefully, everyone has had a wonderful New Year. Let's do a sound check. We got about 16 people in here. Cool. Um, Let me get this. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's do a sound check before we start. Just want to make sure I have hopefully everyone can hear me real quick. Okay. All right, cool. All right, everyone. I did send the link. Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, let's do it like this. I'm going to send the link out right now to you guys. Whoever wants to pop in, come ahead and join me. Since we got a lot, we got a lot to talk about this evening. The WWE has shocked me on so many levels, like all in one night. We gotta talk about this real quick. The last 2 days have been absolutely crazy. But yes, going into WrestleMania 38 is going to be wild. It really all depends on like how the WWE is going to do this moment, because they got tons of momentum right now. But it seems like I sound like a broken record because I always talk about this like every fucking year. They have a whole bunch of momentum, but they don't know what the fuck to do with it. So let's go ahead and start the show. Hopefully you guys have fun. Remember to follow us, #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the merch out there as well where you can find us. Remember to join us every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, and let's have some fun. All right.
Hold up, #Heels for Life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, #Heels for Life. Let's go.
Wrestling fans around the world, I am your host, Mr. Team Bring It. This is WWE Day One review. I have my special guest, Mr. Rockin' Reese. What's going on, Reese? How you doing?
Going on. Happy New Year to Chris. I tell you what, well, it was a Happy New Year for all about less than 24 hours.
Indeed. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to have to kind of get my drink on real quick because after this damn podcast, I think everybody's going to be fucked up, honestly. So, number one, let's kind of before we get into the pay-per-view, let's kind of rewind of what's been going on for the past 24 hours. First, on the AEW side, Tony Khan has been he's surrounded by controversy because Big Swole basically called him out and said that there's no diversity in AEW, basically when it comes to like black women, black wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, and blah 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 blah. So a lot of fans and wrestlers, both sides have been basically, putting out their opinions and all the other shit, whatever. Now, that was only round one. Round two came today. Now, myself, let me just tell you a little backstory for me. One of my best friends caught COVID. I was with her, and I was with her family, and we was with our friends. This happened about 7 days ago. So because I was exposed, I had to go and I had to get a test. So I get my results in about in 48 hours. I have been talking about this, no pun intended. I have been talking about this from day one with the WWE not pushing their stars. And all of the mumbo jumbo that's been going on with NXT being like literally raked without the Vaseline, and the WWE reluctancy of not pushing any stars whatsoever and putting them on a certain level is hurting the company. It's not pushing the company to the next level, where to the point where they can just wipe out all the competition. Right now, the WWE is right now on the back burner. Tonight was probably one of the most decent pay-per-views I've seen that WWE produced. There has been some weak points, but it's the main event and what happened to Roman, because Roman caught COVID, y'all. He caught COVID. I've been saying this, and this man has a compromised immune system. But the thing about it is the WWE wants to push their agenda. They want to push their agenda down our throats. They want us to acknowledge the tribal chief. So we did acknowledge the tribal chief for almost 465 days, I believe, of how long Roman has been Universal Champion. And then on day one of 2022, Roman contracts COVID. That's not good. So he was supposed to go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar was put in a fatal five-way for the WWE Championship on the Raw side. So we'll talk about that in a minute. There's a lot of shit that went down, but I'm just going to let you know. Right now, the WWE has a lot of momentum going on towards the Royal Rumble, but we're going to do is we're going to break everything down. I know everybody got a lot of questions. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody's talking now. Keep it up. Share the podcast. Share it. Let's get into what happened. Matter of fact, Reese, since you seen majority of the pay-per-view, I kind of lost 22 minutes of it. So break it down. Let's go.
All right. Well, all right. First of all, let's start off on the pre-show side of things. We started with a tag team match between Cesaro and Ricochet versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland, but it ended up being a handicap match because early in the match, Cesaro and Ricochet were trying to do a 450 double team, but Ricochet landed on Ridge Holland's nose.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. That was oof.
Yeah, actually got him a 2-for-1 because not only did his boot land, but then when it's completing the rotation, his shin also hit his nose. So it was so it actually was a double break. So so Sheamus pretty much had to handle the match single-handedly, but no partner, no problem. Mm-hmm. Sheamus executes the white noise to Ricochet on the floor, then catches Cesaro with a brogue kick for the win.
Mm-hmm.
That game. So Sheamus is like, well, you two are so sorry. I can beat you single-handedly, and he did. Then we go to the opening match with the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line between the Usos and the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
And yet again, Usos, New Day, showing that, they could take a little time off from wrestling each other, and then they delivered again. Usos actually wind up retaining the titles by executing a 3D on
Did you see that happening?
No, I actually, because I was like, I had to think back. I was like, wait a minute, the Usos never used a 3D before, and I was like, I was trying to even think back
they
to
have never
the
used it.
Yeah.
They have never ever. Now I don't know if they was doing that for giving a shout out to the Dudleys. I mean, I don't know, but I have never ever seen a single three. Well, we have seen it. Yeah, we seen it from the Dudleys a couple times, but I have never seen it from another tag team doing the 3D. They call it the 1D. That's what Jamie said. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was like, yeah, I admit that was a little bit of a shock, but I'm not going to hate on it at the same time, though, because,
right,
like I said, Usos, New Day, yeah, even though they've had a lot of matches against each other over the past half a decade or whatever,
but it never disappoints. That's the one thing I can say. Even though it's constant, they constantly have matches against each other. They even had a match in the Hell in a Cell. It's just like I said, New Day versus the Usos. They always bring something out of their rule book or whatever. Out of their playbook. I'm sorry. And it, like I said, it never disappoints. And tonight didn't disappoint either.
There's like and by the way, this would be appropriate that I'm playing my encyclopedia card on my wrestling anniversary with this one, but yeah, I always liken this one to Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, or maybe Lucha Brothers Lucha Brothers against Santana Ortiz when they were LAX, or even the Young Bucks. But you guys know there's some tag team matches, and I remember Hill even brought up like Hardys versus Edge Christian, or Hardys versus Dudleys, or whatever, or even Dudleys versus Edge Christian. That there's some tag team matches where when those two teams are against each other, the chemistry is always there, like damn near every single time. And Usos and New Day, they have it. And I think that's one of the reasons why fans always like watching their matches, like even if it's like 3 weeks in a row, or if they take a break off and then come back again.
Now Juan said, how many times did the New Day and the Usos fall? Just as much as Randy Orton did against John Cena. I mean, he does have a point.
Yeah, that is true. I was like, yeah, but then again, there's like certain guys, they just have that chemistry, and and they always figure out something new to pull off at some point. And well, like I said, the Usos now with their busting out the 3D to win it. So
right, exactly. All right, let's go on to the next match.
Let's say Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss. Yeah, this one, yeah, the crowd really could not give a damn one way or the other.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, McIntyre wins this one with a Claymore, and despite Corbin trying to get involved, but this one, just a simple throwaway. But then you go to the Raw Tag Team titles. You have RK Bro, who, by the way, came out with the Amigos, which I had to admit, I was a little shocked by that one.
Did you see that? Did you see that coming?
No. I was thinking if they would have came out with anybody, the Street Profits more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was just kind of odd, because I'm just like, we were sitting there and we were we were talking about, Black Power and Black Excellence, but then yet they came out with.
But then again, though, like I know Offset like to get their smoke on, and well, we know how Riddle get down, so.
Hey, Jaquez, we'll get to you in a second. We're just going through the review real quick. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah. But,
what's good, y'all? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Yep, we can.
What's good?
Yeah, RK Bro, Street Profits. I had to say this one. Yeah, I was a little surprised at this one, because I would have thought like the heel tactics would have been coming a little bit more from Randy in this one, but
right.
I was seeing some signs out of Street Profits on this. But RK Bro wind up winning, pop up RKO to Montez Ford. But then everybody shows respect. All right, RK Bro gets the win on that one. Then we go into the longest match of the night, and damn good one too between Edge and The Miz, and we knew Maurice was going to get involved in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And as like they came to a point where, at one point, she smacked Edge, and then Miz hits the Skull Crusher finale. Oh, but Edge kicks out, and then Miz is getting ready to set up for something, but then he stops because he notices that Beth Phoenix is standing there, and Beth chases Maurice away. And then Miz gets distracted, leading for the ultimate opportunist to strike with a spear. Edge gets the victory on that one. Then we go to the Raw Women's Championship with Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan.
I will honestly say that was one of the best matches of the night. That surprisingly, that was unexpected. You know, when we say dark horse matches, this was one of them.
Man, I definitely say I think it was definitely a sleeper match because, and I got to give props to the commentary in this one because they highlighted this a lot because Liv seemed like she was actually the more confident of the two women in this, and
facts.
And the more confidence Liv was showing, the more it actually rattled Becky because she was thinking, okay, all I got to do is hang on and wait for her to get frazzled. But it was actually Becky the one that was losing her cool because she couldn't break Liv.
Right.
And ultimately, Liv was trying to go for the Oblivion, but Becky got a thumb to the eye and they hit the manhandle slam. And
that counter when they was on the ropes and she actually slammed her with the rock bottom. I wouldn't say manhandle slam. I just say rock bottom.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was a nice little counter though.
And then Becky tried to get her foot on the rope, but she actually couldn't get it, but still got the pin. But then we get to the big one. 5-way matchup for the WWE, which everybody's going to go into. And
we're go ahead, Reese. Just lead the way.
Yep. All right. So Rollins, so it starts off with Rollins and KO doing what we knew what they were going to do. They tried to take out E. They tried to take out Lashley. They tried to take out Brock. And for a little while, it was kind of working. But then
it was.
Brock comes in, hits the F5s on everybody. Well, actually, no, I'm jumping ahead because Lashley actually spears Brock through the barricade.
Pause real quick. Number one, let's talk about this real quick. This was history, everyone. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
4 years in the making.
How long we been waiting for this to happen? How about 15 years?
Yeah.
No. 15 years. We've been waiting for this for a long fucking time. And Bobby Lashley, this is why he's my nigga. Bobby Lashley did not wait long. Okay? He did not wait long at all. For he looked at Bobby Lashley. He looked at Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was vulnerable on the security rail. He said, "Oh, nigga, I'm about to get you." They was just like they didn't pull no punches. That's why this match was so fucking exciting because Bobby Lashley said, "Nigga, I've been wanting to get you since day one." This man speared the fuck out of Brock Lesnar, and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm here for this. I'm here for this shit." Oh, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get that out there. Oh my god!
But that wasn't the only spear he would wind up taking because after Brock hit a F5 on both Seth Rollins KO, tried to go for Big E, but then Lashley would spear him again. And nearly wound up getting the championship, but they ultimately Big E tried to go for a big ending on Lashley, got him. They had tried to go for it on Brock, but Brock would counter, hit the F5. There's the pin. Brock's the new champion.
So everyone, we thank you, Reese, for that nice summary. I want to talk about all the other matches. Plus, there was an altercation that happened with Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. You know that was brutal. That whole attack was just brutal. Like that was crazy. That gave me life. But what I really want to talk about is the main event, everyone, because that was significant of what's going to happen in the next coming weeks, going into the Royal Rumble and also on the road to WrestleMania. So let's talk about this whole shit real quick, and then
this main event should be a setup for Kofi Kingston.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because Kofi Kingston is a non-motherfucking factor at this point. Brock Lesnar literally beat the whole fucking New Day of them having their championship runs. Okay, you know
exactly.
This is really fucked up. But the thing about this is that Kofi Kingston decided to make himself a non-motherfucking factor. That's the problem. Because the thing about this is the WWE really did care about Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania would have got some type of redemption instead of like giving it to somebody else.
Kofi did not make himself a non-factor. The WWE engine made him a non-factor. But if we're telling long-term storytelling, this is the perfect time to make that happen. Like right now, Kofi wins the Rumble. Boom. Kofi.
No one wants that, bro. No one wants that. Like, number one,
a few years ago, we would have wanted it.
Bro, I'm not invested in that, bro. I'm not invested. Dude, after what we seen tonight, dude, we just seen another storyline in the making right now. Did you see how Bobby Lashley looked at Brock Lesnar? He said,
especially after he's holding that damn title.
Man, please, nigga, I'm invested in Bobby Lashley and Bob. Yeah,
the match was 7 minutes long, so the match in itself wasn't that great. But it wasn't.
We'll go around.
It was a sprint. It was a sprint match. It was everyone hits their special move twice, and then the person who hits their move at the end wins. That's all that match was. It wasn't a real match. It was like a bullshit whatever match. But if you have the Royal Rumble coming up, Kofi Kingston, you're right. He's been on the back burner. He never got his rematch versus Brock, correct? He had the belt for 6 months.
Yeah, he lost in 9 seconds.
Exactly. And after he lost, he never got a rematch. He never even talked about it. Let my man win the Royal Rumble, come back, face Brock at Mania for the belt, get his win back. Boom.
I'm sorry, but that's a year too late. I'm sorry. Like we already moved on to another. I mean, I get what you're saying. In normal circumstances, I will agree with you. But in this case, this shit between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, something that we've been waiting for 15 fucking years. I'm not invested in another motherfucker up there selling pancakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And say, oh yes, let's invest in this other storyline where he got beat in like 9 seconds. Now, if this happens after.
All right. I'm more invested in Kofi getting his match, not even his win back, getting his match back versus Brock, than I'm invested in Brock versus Lashley.
Wow.
Right? Hold up. Because Brock beat Kofi in 10 seconds, and after that, we never talked about it again. It was a dead issue. Now we're bringing back the dead issue that everyone was like, what the fuck happened? Like, he didn't get any rematches. It was just like no one talked about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think rehashing that would be perfect now. And I'm
not against Brock, he didn't get a rematch.
But I'm saying that, to me, that would be the best storyline going into WrestleMania. Having Kofi get his win back. Or, like, am I tripping?
No, Matt, because people want to retort. So, and Dark Ken, welcome to the show, by the way. I'm sorry for my manners.
What's good, Brody?
So, Pastor Wilson, I'm sorry. Welcome to the show. You wanted to retort on what Dark Ken just said, so go ahead.
Yeah, my opinion. Happy New Year, fellas.
Happy New
real quick. Yeah. My opinion on what Kent said about Kofi getting his rematch. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's over with now. You know, I don't think anybody want to see that. We wanted to see from day one, where as soon as Brock came back, everybody wanted to see Lashley versus Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Period. They never fought each other in WWE. That's what people wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, finally, like Lashley gets his moment. He wins his title. He right now, like he is really, really relevant. So for a while, Brock has been beating everyone, and
Everyone
he
in
had
New
no
Day.
storylines with no one. He had and he had a good storyline with Roman Reigns. It was still good to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's unfortunate that Roman Reigns had COVID, but things happen when it's not planned. I said that to Chris earlier.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah,
things happen when it's not planned. You know, we did not plan to have this right away. You know, so like, having Brock versus Bobby Lashley, this is what we want to see. And like my opinion, I think it can happen like this. Now that Big E just lost his belt, okay, maybe you'll have a rematch at the Royal Rumble or whatever. Brock goes over. Maybe Lashley wins the Royal Rumble, and then you can have like, okay, which title Lashley wants to compete for, Roman Reigns or Brock? Everybody wants to see Brock and Lashley, and you can have that at Mania and have Lashley go over, because like, as you can see, Brock has no problem putting people over.
Exactly.
So as champion,
So Brock should be willing to put Kofi over after Kofi got played 2 years ago, and it's fucking long-term storytelling, bro.
I understand, but that was, I understand, but that was kind of 2 years ago. You want to jump from Brock having a long storyline with Roman Reigns, and it's just gonna end just because Roman Reigns has COVID. They have to fight a match again and see what happens between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. They have to end that. They can't end that just because of COVID. They have to finish that storyline. Then we can see what's going to happen, between Brock Lesnar and Lashley. Because
go
ahead.
The fact that they put the belt on Lesnar today means they totally side-teased the Roman Brock story.
I just think that was retarded. Like,
they moved Brock over. The Brock Roman story is now on the back burner because that was the main story of wrestling, and then they put Brock in the championship match and had him win the belt. So the Brock Roman story is now taking aside to everything else. But the Kofi Brock story never ended. It was never a story. Let's make it a story now. Is what I'm saying.
Because right now, okay, I get what you're saying, but the thing about it is that number one, fans have to get invested because that fans have a short attention span.
Absolutely.
Like it's just right now. I don't care about Kofi. I don't want to care about Kofi right now. I just don't. Maybe somewhere down the line, maybe. But it's just the thing about it is like how they failed to push Roman back in 2016, where he was supposed to go over, but they gave it to Batista. Then five years later, now they want to make him the tribal chief. Now the tribal chief is down because of COVID. Now they gave it that. Now they have to force the WWE's hand and give it to Brock Lesnar. Give Brock Lesnar the WWE championship because they're desperate. So now we have to move on to something else. So right now, we just seen a storyline for WrestleMania perfectly.
But peep game. Back in 2019, when Kofi beat Daniel Bryan for the belt, right?
Yep.
January of that same year, Kofi was the same thing he is now, a mid-card. No one cared about Kofi then, but people, like, the storyline made everyone care about Kofi. Kofi Mania became the thing, and he beat Daniel Bryan. It was one of the greatest WrestleMania moments I've ever seen. Like, you can make someone important that quickly. And a Royal Rumble win makes someone that much more important in the staff.
Okay, but I got a question. Okay, so you telling me, this is what you're telling me. You tell me that you are willing to watch Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley?
No, Lashley's not in the match. It's Kofi versus Brock.
I'm saying this is the scenarios that you're telling me. You tell me that you are willing to see potentially Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, but you want to see Brock Lesnar versus Kofi, a continuance from what happened about 2 years ago. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Storyline wise, it fits. And mind you, Brock Lesnar matches against people who are also like big, like Goldberg, like Lashley, they're 5-minute matches. They're like a couple spears, a couple special moves, whatever. In terms of wrestling, Kofi versus Brock is a better match than Lashley versus Brock. And in terms of storyline, I think Kofi versus Brock is better than Lashley versus Brock as well. So both ways, I think Kofi versus Brock is better, storyline wise and wrestling match wise.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Okay, Reese, you had a retort. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I love Kofi like all day. Like the dude's like one of the coolest dudes on the block. But here's why that storyline lost it. Because one, if you wanted this to be a story, you should have never killed it after he lost the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically the very next week, you had him out here. He out here smiling. He out here with his boys or whatever. And it's like,
I agree with you.
Instead, you should have had a little. Yeah, it's okay that you're trying to have the two of them lift him up, but at the same time, you should have worked a little bit of that story of, man, here I was winning the title at WrestleMania, and then I just had it snatched away from me in 9 seconds. And I was
and you had no comeback. You didn't get a rematch. You didn't even talk about it. You just lost the belt. Yeah. Like to me, that is the biggest sucker shit in the entire world.
Yeah.
Like one Friday he was the world champ, and the next Friday it was like, all right, we're back to just doing New Day shit.
Yeah, and then here's the problem. I was about to get to that because want to know where they ultimately got him? Ironically enough, when Lashley won the WWE Championship, because who's the first person that beat him? Kofi. And then Kofi finally gets his rematch, and then Lashley wound up destroying him, although thankfully it lasted longer than 9 seconds, but he pretty much destroyed Kofi just like Brock did.
But Kofi never got his rematch versus Brock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he does, that's what pretty much is going to happen. Brock is just going to suplex him 15 times, and the match is going to be over. Period.
No.
That's what's going to happen.
No. The reason why I say no is because they do good matches with Brock taking L to a smaller person. For example, Seth Rollins, at the same WrestleMania that Rollins beat Brock, you have the same type of match with Kofi beating Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do the same thing. And it's just unfinished business, I believe.
But the thing about this is that when you say that you want this to be a continuance, it's inappropriate to do it when a storyline over here is way too hot. I'm just like, I'm like Todd in the comments. Shout out to him. I'm not invested in Kofi versus Brock Lesnar right now because right now they got a money maker in the palm of their hands right now. And respectfully, I have to disagree with you. I am not invested in Kofi versus Brock Lesnar right now because Kofi right now is irrelevant right now. It's just I can't do it.
But if Kofi wins the Rumble, you will be invested.
He will not win the Royal Rumble. He will not win the Rumble. No,
it's easy to make a wrestling fan invested into something. You know why I can't do it to Kofi? Because Kofi is not very relevant right now. If Kofi
I've been invested in something where this is why Bobby Lashley came to the WWE in the first place. He came back because he wanted Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in that storyline. Kofi versus Brock can always happen. That's cool. But right now we talk about WrestleMania season. WWE needs eyes on their product right now. Okay. And the way they can get eyes on their product is to give us the biggest match of all time right now, which is Bobby Lashley, which is still hot right now, versus the new WWE champion, Brock Lesnar.
Wait, Lashley versus Brock is that hot of a match? Really?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is it
Yes,
really?
it is. You got
Pass me
two.
that weed. Pass me that
You
weed.
got
because he
real quick. You got 2 MMA professional fighters. You have history. You have 2 brolic guys that can actually wrestle.
What was the
And
last time
everybody
Bobby
wanted
Lashley
to
had
see
an
this
MMA
from
fight?
day. Everybody wanted to see this from day one. This is 2 big names. 2 big names. And what WWE needs? 2 big names. This is a big main event. I would rather see Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley
4
instead of
years
Brock
ago
Lesnar
with
versus
you. 3
Kofi.
years ago with you. Now, not really.
No, Bobby Lashley won the heavyweight title last year, and that was a big moment in
That was a
WWE.
huge moment.
Big moment.
That was a
He
huge
deserved
moment.
it. He deserved it.
Hello.
He deserved it. Now you're going to see
It's
him
time. We're gonna
like
get to you in a
somebody
second.
that was dominating WWE for a long
Okay.
time, and that's Bobby Lashley. You know, we didn't really want to see Goldberg, beat Brock Lesnar. That was stupid.
Hell no, that was.
But you really want to see? I'm really pulling for Bobby Lashley to go against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and I want Bobby Lashley to go over.
Me personally, I cannot get over that look.
Kofi
That
moves the
look
needle
was
more
like-
than Bobby Lashley.
That killer look was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get your ass. Like for real. They just set up WrestleMania already.
They set that up.
Bobby-
Beautiful.
All
They
Bobby
did.
needs to do is win the Royal Rumble. That is a perfect step. That is
Yeah.
a perfect step right there.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think what everybody else was saying when Bobby started fighting? I would think it was at Bellator or Strikeforce or
It was Bellator. It was Bellator.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he was at Bellator and when he was back at Impact, that was pretty much one of the main reasons he
Right.
ultimately decided to come back to WWE because he wanted
Who's the
Lesnar.
babyface in this match? Lashley versus Lesnar. Who's babyface?
Lashley.
Lashley's babyface?
Yes.
Did you
Yes.
just watch the pay-per-view? Brock Lesnar got
Yeah.
the biggest
No.
pop.
After
Yes.
what I saw today, Brock Lesnar's the baby.
Now
Now
he
he's-
told
No,
you.
No.
I mean,
Who's babyface?
I mean, but Bobby. I mean, but like,
Who's
like,
the baby face?
okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ty. Oh, and welcome to the show. What's up? Go ahead, Ty.
Lesnar's babyface.
So, hi everyone. So, okay.
Go ahead.
Let me explain about Bobby Lashley right here.
Okay.
Bobby Lashley is a rising star right now, and he needs to get shine. Care what anybody said. This is Bobby Lashley's time to shine. Lots of people is behind Bobby Lashley 100%. If WWE booked Bobby Lashley as a top star against Brock Lesnar, everyone get 10. It's all about perfect timing and booking. You saying something about Kofi Kingston, right?
Yes, Kofi deserves.
Kofi Kingston blew up his chances. Yeah, Kofi
have
deserved it,
to
but
agree.
he blew up chances by allowing them to get beaten by like a second and around, act like nothing happened, and flinging pancakes like from the audience.
Exactly.
and
That's
just be
why
this
the
cool,
storyline is
happy character.
playing itself out in terms of Kofi, in my opinion.
It's not
Mm.
your opinion, but still, it's like it's not a good look for a black wrestler that everyone could relate to. And he, like Kofi, he could wrestle, but you need a guy like Bobby Lashley who all about bringing something in. Like Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar's match. Both of them got history of UFC, MMA, and for both of them to be in WrestleMania main event, people get tuned in. If I'm not gonna it, but I'm
Okay.
saying
I'm-
that.
I'm
Go ahead.
myself as a
Just
wrestling fan.
Go ahead.
Do it right.
Okay. Ken, go ahead.
Myself as a wrestling fan, I think Kofi moves the needle more than Lashley. Yes, Lashley has the MMA background, and so does Lesnar. I get it, but that MMA shit was over years ago, dude. Kofi sells T-shirts. I have plenty of Kofi T-shirts, and
so you're a Kofi fan, basically. So that's why you so biased.
Oh, dude, no, I'm 100% Kofi fan. Like,
no, I see that.
I understand.
I see that. Now I understand them.
But man won the belt, lost the belt in 10 seconds, and never talked about it. The fact that we can rehash this and make it one of the biggest storylines going into 2022, it's right in front of you. Easily right there. Kofi wins the Rumble. He goes back and says, hey, Brock just beat my boy Big E. Now I'm going to beat him after he beat me. Like, it's right in front of your face. Kofi Mania is could happen once again and be easy.
Jaquez, go ahead.
What happened?
Hold on 1 second. First, we're gonna get to Jaquez real quick because I know he's been wanting to talk. All right, go ahead, bro. I'm just gonna put everybody.
I think it's me. I think he's muted, bro.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me unmute him. Jaquez, go ahead. Oh, I don't think his mic is. Yeah, because I think he's.
Yeah, but Chris, real quick. Go
ahead.
I'm going with what Kent was talking about. Kofi Kingston is no slouch. He's no slouch. He had a good, that tag match was really good today. He has very good matches, but Kofi Kingston I can't really see him in the main event picture, compared to Bobby Lashley. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, he's no slouch. That tag match today with the Usos, that match was awesome. That match was good. Great way to open up day one. But the way that stare down at the end of the night between Bobby Lashley and Brock, boom. This is what's gonna happen, bro. Is this I understand you're a Kofi fan. I love the New Day. I love the New Day. They entertaining, they funny and everything. You can tell when you best of friends, it comes out in the camera. You see it. But it's time to move on. We're going to see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Get ready, because you're going to see two guys and they're going to knock each other out.
Like Joshua just said, that stare was a story in itself.
There it is.
That's perfect, because like, number one, I'd rather go by that stare versus someone that lost in 9 seconds. Okay, now I'm not discrediting what you're saying, because both of them are some good storylines. The only problem is that they had an opportunity to pick up after that storyline, but they made Kofi once again a non-motherfucking factor. I'm not going to bring another storyline right now, just developing right now. I can't do it. And I love New Day. Just to go on record, right now it's just inappropriate at this time. That's just my opinion.
So, all right. So, hypothetically speaking, so now Lashley wins the Rumble, correct?
Yep.
So,
right.
so Big E,
you can go that way.
Is the sucker.
Wait, say it again.
No, not at all.
Big E's going out with the sucker.
You can go this way, bro. Big E, it could be a possibility he might win the Rumble. We don't know. They can go like different. They can go different ways. We could, we can, play devil's advocate out here. How about? Let me think about this. Big E's going to get a rematch against Brock
at Rumble. And lose in 5 minutes.
You already know Brock is not going to have that rematch on Raw. It's going to be at a Rumble.
Yes,
it has to be at the Royal Rumble. That would make sense.
Brock Lesnar is going to be the champ going into WrestleMania. Period. We already know that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we already know.
Absolutely.
Know that.
Absolutely. We're going to see most likely we're going to see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania.
Okay. So if we're doing Lashley versus Brock at WrestleMania, are we getting rid of MVP and we're going full babyface on Lashley and full heel on Brock when as of an hour ago, Brock Lesnar is the biggest babyface in the fucking company.
Yeah.
And that's kind of hard to. Tonight was after he won the title, he was taking selfie with the fans.
Bro, he's babyface.
He's babyface. He's babyface, but like when it comes to wrestling and you got two big names, it doesn't matter if he's a babyface or he's a heel. We got Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
But we're not going to a double baby.
At that point, we don't care who's a bad guy, who's a good guy. This is what we want to see. So we're just going to sit back and eat our popcorn, and we're going to sit back and watch. And
on top of that, they need something like this for WrestleMania tickets, because right now WrestleMania tickets are not selling very well right now for Dallas.
Dude, it's COVID. No one's going to fucking WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. And that's another thing. COVID is both a blessing and a curse right now, because like number one, if it wasn't for COVID, we would never ever seen this fatal 5-way tonight. And then on top of that, COVID knocked out Roman Reigns. So we don't even know what's going to happen with the Universal Championship. So there's a lot of uncertainty going into WrestleMania season, because WrestleMania season, like, literally is going to start in about in a couple weeks. So yeah, they talk about McGuire said that we're going to go back to the Thunderdome. I hope we don't, but that's where it's leading to. Yeah, that's where it's leading to. Unfortunately,
the Thunderdome's not going to happen again.
No,
people are going to be
the way everything is going on right now, nigga. I'm thinking I got COVID. Like, for real, everybody's getting infected with COVID.
Bro, I had COVID. I had COVID.
You make it seem like it's just like it's just. I did, but you know. Anyway, did anybody else have any other retorts? Jaquez, did you get your life together? Is your shit good?
No, he still can't hear him.
I mean, he still can't hear. Okay, all right.
Like, for example, WWE is going hard for their attendance for Texas this year. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
I've been to 4 WrestleManias. This year, Texas is not going to happen. Like, I was at 2 MetLifes. I went to 29, 34, 33, and 32, I believe. Anyway, the attendance is not going to happen. People are just not going to cram it. And even that, people will buy tickets for WrestleMania and then not go, because it's like, dude, no one wants to get COVID, but it is what it is. So,
yo, Ken, I have a question for you. I want you to think, not being a Kofi fan, think as a businessman.
Okay.
What match would sell more tickets? Would it be Kofi and Brock, or would it be Brock and Lashley? I have that question for you.
Okay. As a businessman?
As a businessman.
As a businessman, I believe personally that Kofi and Brock is a better match than Lashley and Brock. I'll tell you why.
What?
Hold on, no. You said personally.
Personally,
this is not personal.
I'm sorry, but you gonna go back. You gonna go bankrupt after that match.
This is business.
Wait, hold on.
You want them to sell a stadium. What match would you promote?
Can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
The people going into that stadium are wrestling fans. They're buying Kofi t-shirts. They're Kofi fans. Dude, people who go and watch wrestling are wrestling fans. You're not getting any outside viewers because of Bobby Lashley. Do you think that Bobby Lashley is a draw outside of wrestling?
And you think Kofi is a draw?
No, Kofi's a draw inside of wrestling. People who like wrestling would rather watch Kofi than Bobby Lashley, is what I'm saying.
Nigga,
I would rather watch that on SmackDown.
No, I
would rather watch that on SmackDown.
Do you tell me that Bobby Lashley being in a main event over Kofi Kingston is going to bring outside viewers to wrestling?
Absolutely. You have professional wrestling fans. You have guys that watch MMA. This is intriguing to like different audience when you see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
I can't believe you just sat there and said that Bobby Lashley is not a draw versus.
He's not.
Kingston.
If you're not a wrestling fan, you don't know who Bobby Lashley is. Stop playing.
What?
All right, but then again, there's a lot of hold on to that aspect. There's a lot of people that are wrestling fans they didn't even know Kofi, to be truthful, and that's a sad thing to say because actually it's sad to say it for both men because
like
Kofi, let's be real.
Let's be real.
Kofi in the last few years, he has been mostly a New Day guy.
Wrestling person. Sorry.
I'm sorry though, but okay, let's kind of go back real quick. And this don't have nothing to do with someone being thick and someone being skinny. Who had the better run in the WWE as WWE champion?
Kofi Kingston?
No. Bobby Lashley, and then on top of that, both Bobby Lashley and Kofi Kingston had their WrestleMania moment. But when it came to domination, that goes to Lashley.
Lashley's WrestleMania moment?
When he beat what's the name?
When he beat
McIntyre. Because honestly, my opinion, I thought Bobby Lashley was gonna lose. But when he won that match at WrestleMania last year, I was surprised, and that was my moment. I'm not gonna lie. I said to myself, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" So, no heavyweight championship is gonna change hands at WrestleMania. This is different. I was happy he got his moment.
Jaquez, are you?
Ken,
is your shit
good? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Finally.
I'm
good.
Finally. Dark Kent, shut the hell up.
Oh, word?
You got me tight.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Quez about to go off on me too. Right?
Enough. To bump your marbles. I get it. You love Kofi as much as you love Cody Rhodes. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to see that shit, man. Shit. Nobody. But no, now, when you want to talk about Bobby versus Brock, he's been waiting obviously versus Brock for a couple of fucking years. Doing UFC Strike Force. I couldn't tell you guys before. He was doing the Strike Force. It never happened. So you're going to get a WrestleMania event. Now, here's the thing. I read something about from Lance Storm, who said that there's a possibility what's going to happen is that you're going to have the same thing that we've been talking about this time because they for WrestleMania. So, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, both titles on the line, unify them.
That's never going to happen.
At this in this juncture right now, they might not have much of a choice. They might not have much of a choice because we don't even.
They have no.
We
choice.
don't know. They don't have no choice, dude. Did you not see what happened to Reigns tonight? Reigns is very questionable, dude. Like you really long term, especially in the COVID season right now, you cannot depend on Roman Reigns. You can't do it.
They're not messing with Reigns' reign right now. They're not. They're not unifying the belts. That's unifying the belts is not going to happen. So let's stop talking about it like it's a real thing. It's not a real thing.
Okay, we thought that it wasn't going to unify
how you just sat there and said that Kofi Kingston too is actually a real thing.
Kofi Kingston winning the Rumble and facing Brock in WrestleMania is a long shot real thing. Unifying the belts is absolutely never going to happen. That's never going to happen. It's never happening.
I have a question.
Oh my God. Go ahead, bro.
In the fuck do you get? Is this the whole like handout? No. Too. That's the reason why he got in the first damn place. You had every other black champion before him, not the white champion.
I'm hearing every other word from Quez.
Fucking back in the day before we
Jaquez, like
now,
dude, something is really, really wrong with your wife. You like going in and out, bro.
Is that
I can't hear Quest.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
I'm
just
gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let him go because his Wi-Fi is really fucked up. Okay, Jaquez, when you get your shit together, please come back because we really need to. We really need you on this stream because I'm trying to get my nigga to understand that Kofi Mania is dead and is not coming back. I'm just letting him know that right now, and especially right now in this storyline, and everyone right now in the comments is letting you know they are not wanting. I'm trying to let people know I'm not being shady about this. I'm not trying to blow him off, but I'm telling him right now on a business aspect, I need Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar so we can
So we're doing
we're
doing Lashley versus Lesnar. So Lashley wins the Royal Rumble is what we're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can go that way.
Or you got the Elimination Chamber as well.
They should get rid of that shit.
Yes,
Elimination Chamber was trash.
Yes.
I'm over the Elimination Chamber. It's like they've been doing it for so many years.
Right, man. Like, I mean, dude, like they doing this shit in the PG era, which really does not make any sense.
It makes me sick. The Elimination Chamber is just like terrible.
Can go that way?
It don't make no sense.
It makes me sick.
Who got feedback?
Okay, so we're pretty much because Chris, I said in our group chat that it's going to be Lashley versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. I said that before the main event, so it's going to happen. What are we doing on the SmackDown side?
Hold on a second.
I said that before.
Oh.
Hold on a second. I'm getting a lot of feedback.
And also, too, I think we need someone who's not in the main event, like, circle, to be in the main event on something else. Like, all right, so if Lashley and Lesnar are going to be for the WWE Championship, have somebody like a Finn Balor or like a Nakamura or like a fucking Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble and then face Roman Reigns. Like I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody new. Is that possible?
but this has been the issue with the WWE. Period. We have talked about this. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like we have talked about this. This has been the latest. But the only thing is that this win made sense. But honestly, this has been an ongoing pattern with the WWE. They can't let their yesteryear stars go. You can't get on WCW for relying on their old talent because WWE is doing the same thing.
Bro, if I see Bill Goldberg in the championship match, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
It's going to be me that's going to be that fan that's going to spear the fuck out of him and make sure he's in a retirement home.
Like, if we see another Goldberg versus whoever, or another fucking just some dude from 1998.
The last thing we need is Goldberg in another championship match.
I just feel like they're going to, like, even now, dude, I love Edge as much as the next guy. Dude, I don't want to watch Edge anymore. I love Edge, but, like, come on, man. Like,
I know, but out of all the all-timers that came back, Edge has been somewhat relevant. His matches has been all right. Great match. So I don't mind seeing Edge. I'd rather see Edge than seeing Goldberg.
Absolutely. Hold on 1 second. Darkin, can you go to your private chat real quick? Okay.
Yes.
Go to your private chat. Abe, or Abe. You know what? Abe, Pastor Abe. What was you saying now?
No, I was saying that he was talking about like he don't want to see Edge anymore. I'd rather see Edge, compete in matches because he had good matches since he came back from retirement. Goldberg, we know what out of all the matches that Goldberg had since he came back, the best match he had was against, guess who? Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Against Bobby Lashley. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
The best Goldberg match was Goldberg versus Lesnar at the same WrestleMania the Hardys came back. That was WrestleMania 33.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best Goldberg match since he's been back, but Everything else been trash.
Mm-hmm.
Even Undertaker, terrible matches as well. Like I just like
no, that was terrible. But Ken, did you see that match between Goldberg and Bobby Lashley, the very last one they had?
The one in Saudi Arabia?
That match was really good. That match was really good between the both of them. I was like, okay, Goldberg actually looks decent. You know, and even though Goldberg went over, but he looked decent. Goldberg lost almost every match since he came back.
That was a good match.
Goldberg is trash.
That was a good
match.
He is. But that's the best match he had since he came back.
Goldberg is trash.
The best of the worst. Like,
okay, now we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear your shady ass now. So,
right. Quest about to shit on me.
Oh my god! No, nigga, I'm not putting no respect on no goddamn elders that took out Bret Hart. You better sit the fuck down. Shit.
Yeah, Goldberg gets zero respect. Goldberg ended Bret Hart's career.
What?
Are you kidding me?
What?
Goldberg ain't shit.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be nice because
no Goldberg ain't shit.
I mean, it's what
Goldberg's never been shit. So let's stop it.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
No. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you now. So, okay, so I know you had a lot to say to Dark Kid. So go ahead.
I'm gonna sip my tea.
You better shit, because I'm gonna sip my wine.
My beer is bugging.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. And listen, I don't know ways you think that anybody wants to see Kofi in the main event again at this point. When we had Big E, and I guess you haven't been in that we have eventually get in, but not at WrestleMania. He's not gonna draw more than Bobby Lashley, bro.
I can't believe your nigga said that shit.
But it's not gonna happen.
Bro, I'm not bugging. I'm not bugging out.
Easy to me.
Yes, you are. You are bugging the fuck out. Like you got everybody on the comments up there talking about, man, pass that blunt around. They think you're high right now. Shit. You got motherfuckers like, in cyber world passing cyber blunts around.
What kind of it's strong?
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Quez, you're
this is
in
insane. What is
you cutting out again, bro?
Quez,
I really need to know.
Okay. I'm
not on Wi-Fi. That's the only way I got it to work.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So I guess we all got a difference of opinion because, like, I'm sorry, but after what I seen this evening, that I'm just more so invested on Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. This is something that I've been wanting to see.
Absolutely. We're definitely invested in that because that look they exchanged was a perfect precursor to the feud that's going to happen. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Lashley versus Lesnar is going to be...
You're joking, right? People have been invested in this way longer than that.
Bro, 15 years. This is 15 years in the fucking making. This shit should have happened back in like 2006, my nigga. What? This should have happened a long time ago. But I'm cool. But it's just the thing about this is that shit always fucking happens. A long time ago. Bro, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it took that fucking pandemic for them to actually have an interaction.
Well, see, in my opinion, right? So a couple of years ago,
that's a fact.
2017.
Your opinion sucks right now. We ain't trying to hear it.
Bobby Lashley came out the day after WrestleMania in 2017. They should have booked Lashley versus Lesnar for the WrestleMania after that. They should have been WrestleMania 34. It's been 3 years since then. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lashley versus Lesnar should have happened years ago.
Yes, that should have.
It should have, but we're going to get it now.
Yeah.
We're going to get it now.
And I'm invested in that. And everybody always wanted to have the big match at WrestleMania. You can't get no bigger than this, like for real. But the thing about this is that I hate to shit on
I told you the only way you can get bigger.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, sorry to cut you up, but I feel like the only way that it can get bigger is if they do the combination.
And what combination is that?
Only way I can see that being bigger than Big E, than Bobby Lashley versus Brock.
So so if you talk about a unification match, then you know you're gonna have to put Roman in that equation as well. Do you really want that?
Pretty much.
That would be the biggest match they could do.
You're going to have Roman in there regardless.
And if they do unify the belts, then Roman has to go over.
What?
Because the end game is Roman versus Rock, right? That's the end game.
No.
The end game.
The end game is
basically going to end up being whatever they decide is going to be. Like you honestly think that they're going to basically have Brock lose to Roman right now during COVID season?
COVID season.
Okay, well, this ain't Kofi Mania. This is COVID Mania.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He really ain't lying because it's like we're going backwards. It's like around last year, it's like we were talking about COVID. And it's like I am not gonna lie to you. I am so fucking over COVID right now, dude. Like it's pissing me the fuck off. And our producer decided to show his ugly ass face. What's up? How you doing?
What it do?
How you doing? You I see you been in the comments and shit, and you know, and putting out your 2 cents. I was hoping that you would bring your ass on here. So
hey man, like Heath Slater used to say, he got kids, I got kids too, bro. You know, so.
Nigga, you don't got them many kids to the point where you.
What
you know
it do,
what?
bro?
I'm gonna get at you later though. But you know what, Ziggy, the baby face,
I'm the baby face on the heel show.
Yes,
man.
So I want your opinion on this. I mean, you seem like you're a reasonable guy, a reasonable face.
Try to be, yeah.
You know, okay. So tell us, just tell us what's on your mind.
I think that Kofi and Brock will not be the main event of WrestleMania and shouldn't be the main event of WrestleMania.
Yes, we know that. It should be, but it won't be.
He seemed like he's upset right now. Like he's really in his feelings, like he a WWE lawyer.
Nah.
I've been upset for
I'm just fucking with you.
Nah, man. Definitely Lashley is definitely the way to go though. For this match. So I definitely agree with what y'all been saying, and you know, respectfully disagree with my man Dark Ken over there. I love Kofi too, but you know, he went out kind of bad, bro.
He really did. Like, I mean, like, my nigga, like, you lost in like 9 seconds, and then the next thing you know, you selling at your mama on street corners and shit, and with a happy face. Like, I mean,
I don't know if you
I mean, we love Kofi. We love him for being the trailblazer that he is.
I'm telling you right now.
So
go ahead, my connection.
So now we're stacking up storylines for Royal Rumble going into WrestleMania. Who's winning the Rumble? And I think if Kofi's not going to be in a championship match, then we should do the New Day versus the Usos again at WrestleMania in like a ladder match or something like that. Because like,
you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful though, but are you and Vince related?
Being Vince?
Yes, you. Is you and Vince related?
My
because
connection.
It seems like it's either you related to Vince or you related to Teddy Long. I'm tired of these tag team matches, bro. Like these. I'm serious, man. Like, I mean, dude, give me some light, dude. This is WrestleMania season, man. This is WrestleMania season.
I think so.
And you have to talk about. Go ahead.
He said it.
I mean,
it was a tag team match, player.
No.
Yo, holla.
Lord.
Yo, player. I'm gonna holler at you real quick, player. It's gonna be a tag team match.
No, fuck that. No, that shit is 15 years. We no, leave that in 15 years, or leave that shit 15 years ago. Let's talk about the shit that's going on right now in 2022. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you need a WrestleMania that's worth this year.
That's worth my time.
And when AEW doing their thing, it's day one. They need to wake their ass. And they kind of.
And you know what? Hey, you know they are in the perfect position to reclaim their spot right now. You know what I'm saying? The WWE, it don't take much. It don't take much for the WWE to take their spot. But right now, WWE is in second place right now, behind AEW right now. This is how I'm seeing things. But right now, with WrestleMania season, they can overtake that easily.
They should put out some good content, but they probably won't though.
Oh, I know they won't. And we'll go back to the conversations about diversity and shit, which half of these motherfuckers don't know what diversity is anyway, but that's either here or there. All I'm saying is this, is that all of the motherfuckers that was going back and they were defending Big Swole need to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Because black excellence is a non-motherfucking factor in the WWE. Because guess what? Big E lost this evening, just like how Kofi lost to Brock Lesnar 2 years ago. And now them same motherfuckers that was talking shit online yesterday are quiet now tonight.
Yeah. Kofi pretty lost rating. That was for SmackDown. Needed a big impact, and boom, they changed titles. And we still talking about it.
Ziggy, you quiet? What's
up? I'm letting everybody get their stuff in, man. I'm just absorbing all the information.
I was blindsided this evening, dude. Like, I'm just like, dude, this could be the biggest win of Big E's career. But the thing about it is that his WWE Championship run was trash.
It was lackluster. It was Maso Menos 5 out of 10 at best.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought tonight, like going into the pay-per-view, I was like, all right, if he wins this match and Lesnar's in it, it's gonna put him on a higher pedestal.
On a higher echelon, yes.
Exactly.
What about that
to
too?
make his run more relevant. But what it did was kind of make everyone know that his run was bullshit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Big
E, this is the first title reign that after the champion gets.
The champion?
Big E got pinned a lot, and like he lost a lot of matches.
He really did,
bro.
Losing like that.
Kofi and Big E had the same run. The day they won it, it was dope, and then after that, it fell off a cliff. The day Kofi won the championship at WrestleMania 35, it was fucking incredible.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was
one of the greatest moments of all time.
Yes, it was. Most definitely.
And then when Big E won the belt,
and you think that's gonna happen?
It was awesome.
That's the problem.
After that, it was trash, garbage. Like it was a one-day thing. Everyone was pumped for that one day for like a week or two, and then after that, it was like, what are we doing here?
I think his program with Kevin Owens and I think he had one with Randy Orton. That was okay. It wasn't like trash. Now Big E. No. Yeah, Big E's runs, like who he defended the belt against, like his whole run
was garbage.
And the thing about it is, Ziggy, it's like the whole WWE like championship run was like nothing more than smoke and mirrors. They try to make him look like the big celebrity. They try to make him look like The Rock. Okay. You know, it's like they try to
look how Big E was featured in all the UFC boxing events and shit.
Thank you.
Exactly.
UFC, boxing, all that.
Right. They try to make him seem like he's
on
a
Breakfast
legit.
Club.
Right. They try to make him look like he's a legit WWE
when the
champion.
Fuck does a black champion go to Breakfast Club, bro?
But
probably should though.
Like they had him with the UFC fight.
Like, come
they
on.
had him with the Wilder fight. like looking like the champ, but then on wrestling TV, they made him look like a sucker.
Exactly.
Yeah, imagine all the people that was like, "Who's this Big E guy?" Then they go watch Raw and see him get fucking pinned.
Nigga,
right?
Now they go to watch Raw and see this man fucking twerking on a fucking ring post. The fuck out of here. Yeah, Jacquez is back, damn it. I can talk to him. Let's fucking go. Let's
Oh, there we
fucking
go. We can hear him now.
yeah, we can hear his ass now.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
I'm back, bitch. I'm back.
Let's go, bro. Let's see what's up.
What's good?
Quest about to
Biggie,
OD on
my
somebody.
brother. How you been?
I've been good, dog. I'm trying to stay on your good side, bro. I don't want no smoke. Yeah, I agree with everything you say.
Quest,
I
don't
don't know
OD.
if you see me and Chris lately, but like I've been on some shit, man. Like,
as fuck, bro. Niggas stupid.
I don't want no smoke with Quest right now, bro.
I know, niggas. Like I'm telling you,
I just want to
that
know
motherfucker be on the road.
talking all that shit yesterday. Where's all the people that was talking all that fucking shit yesterday, though?
Absolutely
about, diversity.
silence.
That was
They're silent now. All that diverse shit you was talking, right? Big Swole over here talking about, oh, my daughter, she gets to see Big E and Bianca Belair. Yeah, both their ass ain't no fucking champion now, bitch. Now what? Now what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
There we go.
Look
the
at this
handout
guy.
era is over. Okay? The handout era is fucking over. All right?
Here we
Day
go.
didn't fucking win the championships. The Street Profits didn't win no fucking championships.
Here we go.
Big E just lost. Where's the
They
diversity?
They did
Where is
Montez wrong too.
Look at
They
it.
did Montez dirty. They threw that man
was on
clean in the
AEW
air.
Dick yesterday. That was on AEW Dick hard body yesterday. Going at Tony Khan like crazy.
Yeah, Montez
Bro,
is
man,
black
I
so
tell
like
you. Dude, like Jaquez, like we had a full, like 4-day discussion. No, not 4-day. Like half of a night discussion about the shit leading into today. And we were just sitting back and we were just like, bro, like what the fuck, dude? Like, why is everybody on AEW nuts? And then we fast forward to like what happened tonight. And dude, like we just sat there and we were just like at the same time, we was like, ain't this some motherfucking shit?
Yup.
Everybody and they mama up there quiet in the motherfucker, not a peep from anybody. And I was like, dude, where the fuck? And Dark King gonna say, hey, Chris just made a promo. I was like, I didn't do no goddamn promo. I was just like, man, spitting out facts, bro. Like, it's just like, you know, you sit up here and you telling me about diversity and shit. And I'm just like, did you not see like the track record the WWE has? Did you not see this shit? I mean, you call yourself this dedicated WWE loyalist, but you're ignoring the whole entire history of the WWE and how they portray their black fucking wrestlers. That's the part
I got people wanting to fight me. I got people wanting to fight me because of what I fucking said about this shit. Pointing out that Vince don't give a fuck about black people.
I mean, he already said
I
it.
was wrong. I just hate the WWE. I just hate Vince. That's what people want to say, right? Cool. Now you see it. Now what you got to say? Why y'all so quiet? Why is everybody so fucking quiet?
Yeah, and then
you know why? Because you guys are getting shoveled in shit with the fucking same shit that's been going on with WWE, and you just fucking accepting like the dumbass motherfuckers you are. Simple as
Stop
that.
it. I'm just trying to find
There's
my
no
phone.
excuse. There's no fucking excuse for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Big E lose? Why was Brock Lesnar? Who the fuck did Brock Lesnar beat to get put into that match? Why the fuck did Brock Lesnar go over?
Brock Lesnar shouldn't have went over. Brock Lesnar shouldn't have been in the match.
Exactly.
Period.
Like that.
He's not even part of fucking
one.
Raw. He's not part of Raw.
Yeah. Or
Like
Roman.
you're killing all
Why the fuck is he in the match?
Roman should have relinquished the belt too, because anytime anybody gets hurt or anything like that, hey, You got to come up off that belt, Playboy. We still got a championship match tonight.
Stop playing your motherfucking favorites.
Mm-hmm.
That is that is what we are saying. That's what we've been saying. And the thing about this is that Vince does not learn from his mistakes. He don't learn. He does the same. He does the other bullshit, the dumbass bullshit, and that's why his stupid ass fucking followers don't understand why WWE is so motherfucking trash.
That bitch would have went vacant.
They look at me and say that Chris is going off. Oh, you need to worry about your blood pressure. The reason why my blood pressure is so motherfucking high is because dumbass motherfuckers like you sit on fucking groups on Facebook and say dumbass shit and then try to get a reaction out of me. But you know what? The reaction
Jobber's
tonight,
tears.
I'm not going to even mention them right now.
Chris going off.
Jobber's tears group. Yep,
Chris
I like wrestling group full of fucking idiots.
I'm not going to mention them right now because, like, number one, I know you. You got some beef with them, but my whole thing is it's not just Jobber Tears. It's WCC. It's I like wrestling. It's all of these fucking groups that is on this psychotic, delusional, toxicity bullshit, and it doesn't make no motherfucking sense. And what we see tonight is what me and Jaquez and Dark Kid been talking about for the fucking longest.
For months, bro. For months.
But yeah, I'm the bad guy, though.
I still gotta argue with people about this shit. Gotta constantly argue with the people about the shit. And then get told I'm this and that. And then when it gets put right in their fucking face, they still come up with fucking excuses.
They can't come up with an excuse now, man. They can't come up with an excuse. Big
They
Swole.
still will.
Big Swole, but you know what? Big Swole need to learn her fucking place now. She need to learn her place because, like, number one, you can sit back and you can talk about AEW all fucking day, but everybody wants to talk about they want to make comparisons to the WWE to AEW. This is not an AEW thing. This is not a WWE thing. This is a wrestling industry cancer that needs to be addressed, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, all of this shit going back and forth. It's useless. It's pointless. And I'm just tired of talking about this shit, dude. If I know this shit, you know this shit too.
Listen, that's why I'm glad Kenny King actually liked what I fucking said on Twitter, bro. Because I said, like, you had companies like Impact who was fucking showing diversity for years. And had someone like Moose, who's probably one of the best fucking African-American fucking wrestlers in the game today.
Absolutely. And
none of you
King's a legend too.
Cared. None of you cared because all y'all wanted to do was just shit on fucking Impact because apparently it wasn't WWE. Then you had people like ROH. What about ROH? You had Shane Taylor, Kenny King. You get what I'm saying? Jonathan Gresham.
I'm about to say Jonathan Gresham, yeah.
People. Who've been fucking dominating and showing black excellence. And y'all didn't give a fuck about ROH until they was closing their fucking doors. So I don't want to hear shit from any of the African-American whatsoever. Because the only thing you guys do is support WWE and AEW and leave these other companies who's showing us and showcasing us and displaying us in the fucking dirt. If you care so fucking much, go support them. Go support Hog. Go support Impact. Go support ROH if it ever comes back. Go support Jonathan Gresham's fucking promotion that he's about to start up. If you don't say shit anymore about this shit. Because you're part of the fucking problem.
Exactly. If you
and it's time for people to start looking in the fucking mirror and holding themselves goddamn accountable for it.
If you
are going to be part of the problem, don't be part of the solution.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
My bad. I had that mixed up.
Like that's why I had to get that out. I really had to get that out.
I'm glad that you
holding this in since yesterday.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And the thing about this is that we know what the problem is, but we don't want to come up with a solution. And this is the problem that we keep facing in our community. It's a lot of ignorancy it's a lot of, not facing our truths. This is the truth right now. We seen it tonight. WWE does not trust black people at all in big match situations. We just seen it as clear as day right now. Big E lost his WWE championship to the same person that beat his brother 2 years ago.
And you know what? You know what's funny? If they trusted Big E, they would be like, all right, we'll put the belt on you going into WrestleMania, but they don't feel like they can have a black
Do me a
champion.
favor. Name me the last black African-American champion that had the fucking title all the way until WrestleMania.
Ooh, I'll wait. Ooh.
No, it was Lashley.
Yeah, Lashley.
Yeah, you're right. Bobby
Lashley
Lashley did go in this. Yeah, Bobby Lashley did go in this.
And he left as champion.
And he left as
champion.
Now, prior to Lashley, who was it?
It wasn't The Rock. Rock, I don't put Rock as black. I just don't. Because
but even still,
but we're gonna go down that
route. The
right.
Rock in there, The Rock always lost at WrestleMania.
Yeah, did Rock ever walk into the Rock had the belt at 15, lost, had the belt at 17, lost. 19, he beat Austin with no title.
He had no belt.
Exactly. No belt. So in terms of black champions going in, like Kofi wasn't the champion going in. They had Lashley, and not for nothing. Let's keep it real. When Lashley beat McIntyre, being black was like cool. And WWE was trying to take advantage of like black, lesbian, whatever it might, anything.
The handout era, right?
Like the fact they put Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks in the main event of night one was a purpose move by them trying to take advantage of black people being.
They wanted to be on the ESPYs. Let's be honest here.
Exactly.
They wanted all them little fucking awards.
They were like, listen, we're going to parade our black people in front of everybody to try to show that we're not racist when we are. It's like, all right, if you're racist,
you're not racist when you said nigga on television.
Exactly. If you're racist, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to pretend you're not racist. And you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to parade my black. Like, dude, it's been my entire life. Like, I'm from Farmingdale, Long Island. Like, it's like, all right, how do people who are racist prove they're not racist?
You can't tell me your company's not racist when you had Curran White.
Exactly. Like, people who are racist prove they're not racist by putting black people in front of them.
Yeah, just Chavo.
It's like, dude, like, they had Vince McMahon wearing do-rags. They had Triple H literally basically calling Booker T a nigger, not calling him a nigger, and then he won.
Nigga, like, y'all better speak on this shit. Like, speak on these facts.
Bro, watch that match again. Watch that entire run. Booker T versus Triple H. People like you can't be the champ. People like you should be dancing and
you're here to entertain us.
And entertain us.
And you know what? And you know what?
And you know what? When I was watching it as a kid, I was like, you know what? This is very racist, but Booker T's gonna win the match, and then the racist is gonna lose.
But when you look at that match, Booker T did get hurt though in that match.
So what? But you know what?
Well, that's your
match. The racist won. The whole storyline was racist, and the racist person won.
Yes, it was.
While Ric Flair was in the corner laughing at it, and we already know how racist that bastard is.
My nigga.
Let's talk about it.
Do you know how deplorable?
But we want to talk about AEW though. The fuck out of here. Fucking history.
That shit is deplorably racist. History, like, I'm sorry.
It's just my thing is that God. Oh my God, this is a really good conversation. Oh my goodness,
I didn't think we were gonna have a good conversation like this. You know what? Because so you have the New Day, who they're a black group, but they're a happy-go-lucky black group. The black group that had power.
No.
The black group that had power.
They're not a happy-go-lucky black group, bro. They're a fucking coon group.
As soon as they possibly
could.
It.
They're a coon group who been told to be black motherfucking niggas and go out there and twerk and don't enter my motherfucking pants.
I'm talking about the Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business? You mean the fake ass wannabe Black Lives Matter group that they had going against the fake ass Antifa group that was known as Retribution? That Hurt Business? Who had all black champions for less than a month? That Hurt Business?
Yeah. Dude, they played
the
Hurt Business. They played the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business was a dope black group for like 2 months. And then they broke them up. They made them look like clowns. They fucked them up. Because it was like they finally had a group of black people who looked strong, who wore suits, who didn't wear like unicorn horns or whatever. It was a strong group of
who
black
wasn't
people.
twerking on fucking ring post.
Exactly. They had a group of black people who were supposed to be strong black men, and then they broke them up because they were like, listen, we can't have niggas looking too strong on TV.
Exactly. Right.
That's really what it was. And if anyone thinks it's anything different, that's exactly what it was. The Hurt Business was 4 black dudes who were badass, who weren't kowtowing and happy-go-lucky. I don't want to use the UT, but they weren't UTing like the New Day kind of was. And once they got to a certain point, they were like, we can't have this. It's too black. It's too much black power. Like, that's why they broke the Hurt Business up.
I mean, look at what Willis just said, though. Like, we don't want to talk about how Bobby Lashley have a mandingo for Lana. And like I said, like,
Bobby Lashley being a mandingo for Lana?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Black K. You know, we don't want Black K. You know, if you ever watch like Pornhub, 4K. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, that's what we were seeing.
Exactly.
Bro,
but they don't want to talk about that though.
That, my man's was coming outside, bent over, smacking his ass.
Dude, the Bobby Lashley
Lana storyline
is what Vince McMahon watches on Pornhub.
Yes, exactly.
That's
a lot of bottomish activity. Like, really, live.
Some good shit.
Real good shit. You know, I'd love to be in that position. Let me just do it on a black man, since they're all gay anyway. You know, I'm telling you, that's how Vince thinks.
If you don't,
Bobby, give him the black, Bobby. Give him the black.
But yes, like what Derek said, that you know,
give her the lowdown.
Yeah.
Show her the dominator.
Yeah.
Show her the real dominator.
Yeah. Just like what
the Almighty.
Shut up.
Almighty. Almighty
strokes. With that almighty dominator.
Almighty strokes.
We'll send them almighty strokes.
Oh my God, he's spearing. Oh my God, he's spearing in her guts. He's spearing in her guts.
But shout out to my dude Leo Rush, because Leo Rush wasn't having that bullshit. He bounced.
Oh yeah, Leo Rush,
that's
like,
my bro, man. That's my bro.
Leo Rush is the bro.
He got into it with Mark Henry or somebody backstage.
Yeah, he got into it with Mark Henry, and he got into it with Tony Khan last night. But he retorted.
He apologized.
Shut up. Yeah, he apologized. He just basically said that, you know, he's all about the black people, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the back, whatever. And he just, you know, he apologized, whatever. So that was cool. It was just the whole thing, that whole situation with Big Swole was just really messy, because she could have handled it in a different way. Like, it's not that we didn't agree or what she said. It's just the fact of her delivery, her backtracking, like Willis said earlier, in the wrestling community, it's like her backtracking made her look kind of a drama queen.
She's a fucking hypocrite, bro.
Basic. Well,
not
yeah.
She's a fucking hypocrite.
I was just trying to be nice.
No, you know me. I don't sugarcoat shit. That's why
I understand.
I change my name. My name is Jacquez, aka Mr. F. FYF. Means feelings. I don't care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? The chick great. That's why I showed you the screenshot.
Yeah.
And chat starting of the team. She shitted over Jade. When it basically was said, "Oh, well, you know, Jay's gonna win anyway," but it should have been the first one that was here. What?
I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see.
About,
I didn't see
unifying and supporting black sisters.
And then get shit on them.
And then when Jay confronted her about it, then she was like, "Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna be cheering and clapping and throwing." She said, "Oh, I'm gonna be cheering, clapping, and throwing gang signs and yada." I'm like, "Yo, is this bitch serious?"
Yeah.
You just tried to shade one of your black sisters.
That's undefeated, by the way.
You want to say now? Oh,
yeah.
You know I'm gonna support you, huh?
And when she wins the TBS title on Wednesday, I'm gonna be in New Jersey like this because I will be there.
Can Tony Storm be black?
Huh?
I said, can Tony
But you
Storm
know
be
what?
black?
No. But here's my problem now. Because of this shit that
I
fucking
said, can Tony Storm be black?
Nah.
Wow, stop it.
Nah.
Stop it.
That's my baby.
Stop it. Listen,
No, my nigga.
the problem now, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the problem now is like people keep saying now, oh, the only reason why Jay's gonna win is because of what Big Swole said. Meanwhile, we've been talking about Jay's gonna win his title for the entire fucking tournament.
Exactly.
But you're gonna have those dick-headed, dick-riding WWE fucking idiots who's gonna love this fucking shit. Who's gonna be like, oh, this is
but you know what though?
We're just giving her
you know
a black
what, though?
championship.
But you know what, bro? The thing about this is that you have a retort now. You have a counter attack with that. It's like, well, I mean, like Jade is TBS champion versus Big E losing his championship to the same person that beat Kofi Kingston in 9 seconds. I mean, what? I mean, but yet you talk about diversity, though.
But I got one better for you. Every single title that these black fucking wrestlers had in WWE is the second fucking tier title. And we see that already. But nobody's been talking about that. The WWE title is a second tier title now compared to the fucking Universal title. Why is that?
It's not the one that Roman's
remember when it was Roman Reigns.
I think
Roman has the WWE
because
title, right?
if Roman Reigns was holding the WWE title, then that would be the number one title. It's whatever Roman's holding.
I think
Roman Reigns could be Roman Reigns could be holding.
They hold the titles. They both look like trash because it's like the WWE title is like kowtow into the Universal title, but like a couple years ago, when it was the other way around, where Brock had the. It's weird, but both WWE championships look like shit. They look like shit.
But what y'all gotta realize though, Roman Reigns could be holding a tag team title. That would be the main title, because it's Roman Reigns, and that's the guy.
You are being so shady.
He could be holding a 24/7 fucking title. That would be the main event of the show, because it's Roman Reigns.
And that's gonna be the title.
Yeah. Whatever Roman Reigns is holding is gonna be the main title.
And it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is why we need to have a discussion. Matter of fact, not even a discussion. We need to take that same energy that we have in some of these wrestling groups and put it on Twitter where it counts, where they can all see our frustration. Because I'm serious. I'm tired of them. I've seen it, and I gave you a set. And you know what? We are going to be attacked because we are telling the truth. We're putting the truth out there. But the problem is that Trumpism era that we live in is that people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear lies. They want to hear alternative facts.
Of course.
And I don't got time
What's
for
it
that
called?
shit.
Alternate facts? Yeah.
Alternative facts.
Yup.
Yeah, the only thing you're gonna see online is AEW versus WWE bullshit. You're not gonna see
that's pretty.
And I'm not here for it, bro. Like I'm not here for that. I'm just not.
No, neither am I, bro. Just like as a wrestling fan, it's like.
But like I said,
did you just like get sad all of a sudden? I mean, like, what happened? What's wrong with you?
Dude, I'm just upset about. First of all, Kofi is never going to main event anything ever again.
You really upset about Kofi?
Right. He's really,
he really is.
Because like I really can hear it in your
bro. He's a
right now,
hey, look, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Grand Slam champ.
No, I'm upset about the fact that WWE is not going to push their best talent to the forefront, we're going to have the same 4 or 5 guys in the main event.
What best talent? They don't have anybody left. They fired everybody.
Bro, you gotta understand that. You gotta understand the WWE.
They fired
Finn Balor is still there. AJ Styles is still there. Shinsuke Nakamura is still there.
All right,
Finn Balor's about to get fired in the next couple of fucking weeks.
Hold on. Y'all gotta understand too, man. WWE is more than just a wrestling promotion. It is a public company. They have an agenda. They probably have a list of champions for the next 2 years already mapped out.
I trade stock for a living. I'm a stockbroker, and I own WWE stock, and them dropping their wrestlers is not real. It's not really changing the price of the stock that much. And in terms of profitability, they're making so much money compared to what they were making years ago. It's outrageous.
But
it's not even like it's crazy. The Saudi Arabian money, the Peacock money, the Fox money,
still
the
sponsor
USA
money.
They're
The cock.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to even bullshit you. I feel like I'm living in the Matrix.
It's a fucking simulation.
Exactly. That's basically what it is. And humans are living in pods right now. Living in the simulation.
And then you have AEW, where I think to my understanding, Tony Khan and his circle is funding that whole thing, right?
Funding what?
And AEW. So he'll have more say so on what goes on there. Is what I'm saying.
A couple of other people.
Okay, so WWE, you got Peacock money, you got blood money, you got toy company money, you got Disney money, Goofy, Mickey, Minnie Mouse money. You got all that shit. So everybody
Video
got
game
their
money.
hand in it. Video game money. Was it NBC with ESPN and not ESPN? I'm sorry. USA, Fox, all that. You have so many people hands in who they want because they have money invested in it. So that's gonna affect different outcomes and everything like that. So with AEW, you have just that one small group of people affecting the outcome. So I wouldn't. That's why I'm not so invested in WWE, because it's like, okay, I see what time it is, because they have an agenda that they're trying to push out.
Yeah, and this is their agenda, because they feel that this is how they can get their money. They feel that their fan base is very, very loyal, and they're not going anywhere. And
I don't look at WWE as like I mean, it's wrestling, but I don't look at it as a wrestling promotion. It's just
the WWE.
Entertainment.
The WWE is a Starbucks of wrestling. Like you know what's wrong with it, but you're still gonna watch it. You ain't going nowhere.
Bro, I promise
you're gonna watch.
Hey,
all of us being wrestling fans, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. We can be mad at WWE all we want. None of us are gonna stop watching WWE.
Facts, and that's facts. You know what? I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you.
Nope.
I sat here.
I don't watch it.
But we did watch it this evening, though.
We literally this entire podcast is talking about what they just did. Dude,
I watched it through recaps, through fucking the 434 and all these other little dirt sheets that was posting the results. That's how I got to watch it.
But we're still talking about it.
We still talk about it.
You're right.
I mean, we had no choice but to talk about it. I mean, this is wrestling.
Bro, I kid you not, bro. Since I joined this podcast last year, I was in at least like 5 wrestling groups. I'm kidding you not, man. If it wasn't for this podcast, I probably would stop watching wrestling right now. The toxicity that I've been seeing in the IWC since I've been doing this podcast and everything like that, it makes me sick to my fucking stomach, bro.
Absolutely.
Like Dark Ken, like we're all joking about Dark Ken, like, but like I respect your decision. I respect your opinion.
I don't,
you know, but hey, but I ain't gotta bash that man like that. The way that certain people come at people on social media to the point that they want to like fight people.
Bro. We were just talking about that earlier.
Bro, I respect you
Ziggy,
so much.
if you
know
only
why?
knew,
Because
I had
because
someone who was a friend.
the ability to agree to disagree is so much it's so important. The ability to disagree or to agree to disagree is so important. Like just because I want something and you don't think it's the same thing, or if my opinion doesn't match with yours, like
that's fine.
Be cool with that. Like that's cool. Like I don't want everyone to think the way that I think. That's cool. Let's be.
Hey, watch this. My favorite football team is the Saints. What's y'all's?
The Giants.
The
the
Packers.
Hey, look,
mine's is the Giants, and we ain't doing shit.
See, like everybody likes different shit, but we could still sit here and be cool.
But the IWC is so toxic, where the IWC is like, well, if you don't like this wrestler, then you ain't shit, or if you don't like this storyline, then you ain't shit. It's like, bro, relax.
Like relax.
Right. Like chill. Listen. Like it's not that serious.
Like it's okay to like something and have someone else not like the same thing you like. It's cool.
Go ahead, Ja.
The fact that like me and Chris and Maddie didn't, well, Dark cannot call him. He didn't get a chance to even like look at what we were talking about in our chat. And I've been friends with someone for like years. And recently, like this guy's been like coming at me like crazily because he doesn't like what I say about WWE. Okay? So the fucking hilarious thing to me is now he wants to really fight me because I pointed out what people were saying towards Tony Khan, but how they basically bypass Vince saying how he likes to fire people during the holidays.
He
legit
said
that as a TV segment.
Literally did.
You get what I'm saying? But everyone wants to get mad at what Tony Khan said to Big Swole. And apparently, like, oh, you just want to jump on anything against Vince. Oh, you just want to jump on anything against WWE. I'm like, dude, did you not read everything else I said? Because I literally went off on everyone. When it came to the IWC. The fucking hypocrisy, especially with us as African Americans in the IWC. And not supporting these companies that are pushing us. You get what I'm saying? Completely bypass that and only focused on what I said about WWE. And then we're going back and forth, and now all of a sudden you want to fight me because of a difference of a fucking opinion over really a fake combat sports?
Ready to box.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, over something that's choreographed.
That's
scripted, fake combat sports. Be for real.
And you know what? Wrestlers from both WWE and AEW laughing on the way to the fucking bank, sleeping in their $1 million homes.
Exactly.
While fans over here and jumping over barricades, fighting and shit.
Getting mad when the
I mean, like that car Winslow with the loppy fro, like his ass can't stay away from the WWE. He's talking about, oh, me and Seth Rollins. No, in your fucking head, in the Matrix, in the simulation that you thought you met Seth Rollins. You didn't meet Seth Rollins. You met somebody named Wendy that was portraying to be Seth Rollins. That's the issue that you were having. See, the problem is that these wrestling fans cannot distinguish between the real world and the Matrix. And this motherfucker thinks that exactly. And it's like it's almost disturbing. No, it's not almost disturbing. It's very disturbing that you cannot tell the difference between the real world and the fake.
It's real disturbing, bro. Like.
It's disturbing.
It's disturbing,
if not disturbing, but laughable. It's like, bro, are you serious? Like,
no, it's not even laughable. No, I'm sorry, it's not laughable. That it really is.
It's not laughable no more, bro.
Like you have situations where shit happens and it's not cool. You have fucking fans who literally put themselves in relationships with these fucking women that they see on TV to the point that they break into their fucking house and try to fucking kill them. You have people that stalk people to the point that fucking Alexa Bliss can't even be on TV right now.
Yeah,
because
she can't.
Really threaten her fucking
right.
Well, Rey Mysterio pulling up at his house.
Because y'all too busy about AEW versus WWE.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. Like wrestlers. Go ahead.
You gotta look in the mirror.
Go ahead, bro.
You really gotta look in the mirror and start holding yourself accountable, yo.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't understand. There's a lot of people that don't understand that wrestlers, at the end of the day, they're human just like us. You understand what I'm saying? What they do in that ring, some of us can't really do. You know, this is what we like. This is what we like to see on television, and we talk about it. But we understand what it is. This is like watching the movie. You know,
it's a fucking TV show.
We react what we see at the end of the movie. Chris just saw Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we watch. Wrestling. You know, but a lot of people just take it to heart because, you know, oh, my guy didn't win. Or that person didn't win. But at the end of the day, they good because they getting paid. You understand what I'm saying?
You ever talk to a wrestling fan and they're like, oh, different opinions, like, yo, I'll slap the fuck out of you. You ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, first of all, it's wrestling. You need to chill out.
I wish a nigga would tell me that shit.
Like, we're not gonna fight.
Right.
No, I don't play that.
Like, relax.
Me neither.
Like,
I don't play that disrespect.
Yeah.
Like, don't disrespect me over wrestling, bro.
I got a couple.
Watch it. Chill out.
A couple of people do that shit. And I'm to the point like now, it's like, okay, you really think that you're going to smack me in my face on wrestling shit? Cool. Try it.
Yeah,
like
that would be a bad day.
Bring it.
Ziggy, have you?
Bitch.
Have you ever seen like this community like this? Like, I mean, it's
I've seen a community like this, and I left that. It got so bad to the point with certain, like, I was in certain like Marvel groups. I think the last Marvel movie I watched was Ant-Man because it just put that much of a bad taste in my mouth with these fucking gatekeepers.
Dude, you know what it is?
Just because I didn't read the comics, or a movie isn't just like the comics, and they just start shitting on stuff, and it's just bad, bro.
Dude, I'll tell you what it is. Certain people, especially wrestling fans, they can't express themselves and say what they want to say in a cool manner, right? And they just start getting pissed off and start getting mad, and it's like, bro, you need to relax. Shit. Like, you need to learn how to express yourself and say what you need to say and get your opinion across without getting angry and threatening people. Because first of all, you sound stupid. Second of all, I'll slap the fuck out of you. Like, chill out. You know?
Right, and the thing about it is that if you have to bring yourself to that level where you're about to do violence on another human being over some choreographed shit, then something is wrong with you, and you need to seek a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah, like
that's 40-something fucking years old.
Like you're wild. Yeah. Like you're wild. Like I'm 34 years old. Like if you're gonna threaten somebody over wrestling, you need to fucking chill out. Like you have a lot of problems that are not being spoken for.
And you know what the wrestlers do? They go in the locker room and laugh at this shit.
Yeah,
bro, it's good.
Yeah. You know,
that's good. Heat.
Remember when Kevin Owens was quote unquote, you know, getting ready to leave, he put the Mount Rushmore thing in his bio, and then the Young Bucks said the same thing. So you know they're all in cahoots in different companies, correct, helping each other get paid. Yeah, and then the fans are eating it up.
Yep. Yeah, and
against each other.
And the thing is that we as a community, we really need to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, we are supporting the men and women that's putting their lives on the line for us. How Owen Hart put his life on the line for us to entertain us. We need to go back to that respect. Right now, in our era right now, fans don't respect wrestlers. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna even lie to you. COVID needs to take away wrestling away from us again, so we can appreciate the wrestling industry. Because right now we're taking it for granted.
I agree. You know what it is, though. You know what it is? It's social media. Because if social media was around in the Attitude Era, it would be just as toxic.
Correct.
You have 24. You have 24-hour. You have 24-hour access to wrestlers and just anything that you want. Overconsumption of anything is the fucking worst thing.
Attitude Era, I enjoyed the wrestling because there was no cheat sheets. There was nothing. You missed Monday Night Raw and Nitro on Mondays. You missed it.
It was a wrap. Yep,
I'm telling you, I have my
if I had to go to work, it was a wrap.
I had my VHS.
Yeah, I used to record it too.
Yeah, I know VCR, bro.
You had that DVR, that VCR, that fucking TiVo back in the day. You was missing that shit, buddy.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was just like, look, dude, I'm gonna have to tape over the Batman the animated series and some of the X-Men shit so I can watch
you
Raw.
tape over your shit.
Bro,
exactly.
Bro,
and then I used to get mad.
I had a legal cable.
I would get mad because I have everything set up at 9 o'clock to watch Raw, to record Raw, and my grandmother would change the channel and watch her soap operas in Spanish. So I come home and I'm like, yo, why? I'm looking for Monday Night Raw and it's not.
Right.
So I appreciate it more back in the day because, like, you know, we had the surprise factor in wrestling. You know, it was just so exciting. Now that like Ziggy said, we got access, you know, to wrestlers and people just talk about wrestling and spoiling a lot of surprises and spoiling a lot of pay-per-views and things like that. It's not really exciting, but we still watch it because we're fans. At the end of the day, we're fans. You understand? You know, we come, like I said, we coming together. I don't know, but we come together just to talk about professional wrestling. You know, and this is what I enjoy. You know, right now, like, you know, I enjoy being tonight, but I have to work in the morning.
No,
you know, so
we gotta get together. We all gotta
so it's a pleasure chopping it up with y'all. Hopefully, I can come on again, Chris.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for coming on here, Pastor.
No doubt.
Wilson.
Later, my friend.
All right, brother. All right, everybody. It is 12:32. I want to give you guys a shout out because we are almost at 500 comments. This has been the biggest podcast that we have done in a very long time. So I just wanted to put that out there. So yes, all of you guys that came on here and the fans that watching us, YouTube, Twitch, everybody, thank you guys so much. We started out with a bang in 2022. So yes, most definitely Jaquez, Darkin, Abel, Ziggy, Ty, everybody that came on here, thank you guys so much. We'll be back on here on Wednesday as a whole, hopefully. 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, follow us everywhere on #HillsForLife Podcast. And also, if you want our merch, you can go to the same site, #HillsForLife.
It's hillsforlife.com. That's it.
Thank you.
Hillsforlife.com.
I want a hoodie.
Hillsforlife.com. Get your hoodies, mugs, shirts.
I need a t-shirt.
All
I
that.
need a Heels for Life t-shirt for real.
Yes.
Show them your shirt, Chris. Show them your shirt, Chris.
Yes, here's the shirt. The
shirt
is awesome. The shirt is awesome.
I'm copying one real quick. With Kofi Mania on the back.
Hey, you know what? If you'll buy a shirt, I'll throw it on the back for you. I'll make a custom one just for you.
Bet.
Until that time, everybody, have a wonderful work week, and we will see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all.
All right, bro.